Thank you, Zoom. Everybody knows now that the meeting is being recorded. Okay, so thanks guys so much for being flexible with our timing. We wanted to postpone last week's call just a little bit because we wanted to iron out some of the details of what we're going to talk about tonight, which is going to be all about, we do these, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year, I want to say, and it's basically just a very strategic, intentional, motivating, powerful, kind of like a push group. You know, that's how we label it. We label it a push group. So basically what it's going to be, and I'm not going to get into all the details because I'm going to pass it over to Miranda. I'm not sure if Bree is going to be able to be on the call tonight. She said she's going to try, but I'm not sure exactly if she's definitely going to be able to hop on or not. I don't see her yet. So if not, you're going to be hearing from Miranda. And she's going to give you guys all the details of a diamond push group. I know some of you guys have been in one. They're awesome. The really great thing about diamond push groups, from my experience, I've been in tons of them since I started with Beachbody, is that you're surrounded by other people that have similar goals as yours. So, and I tell people this all the time, guys, like if on our team, everybody has different goals, right? Like some people are, you know, working a little bit slower. Some people are all in and they have specific targeted goals, and that's fine. There's no mandates. That's the beauty of Beachbody. Everybody can do what they want to do with it, right? But the really cool thing about diamond push groups is that you're in a group with other people that have the exact same goals that you have. Sorry guys, my kids are out of control. Okay, I'm gonna stay in this room. So you're in a group with, sorry, like, you guys get it though. You're in a group with other people that have the exact same goals, and the things that we're gonna be doing in the group are specifically targeted at building your business and building your team and getting to diamond. Okay, so we know that there's so many different resources and trainings and great things and webinars and all of that for Hitting Success Club, for helping new people, for a lot of different goals and a lot of different targets and things like that that everybody on the team are working towards. But this push group is going to be all about, like, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, I have no idea what diamond even is, or how do I get there, all that kind of stuff, this is the group that you want to be in, because it's going to give you specific actionable items and different strategies in order to get your business to diamond rank. Okay, so it's a really, really great way to take your business to the next level. I can go on and on about the benefits of diamond rank, and we will inside of the group, but basically it kickstarts your business. Diamond is basically where you really decide to build a business, to build a team, and everything kind of catapults from there. And then you take it to the next level. But diamond is, you know, again, I'm not going to get into too many details about it. I have to change rooms because these kids are driving me crazy. Sorry, guys. I'm probably going to go in the garage. God's sakes. Really dark in here too. So that's what this diamond push group is all about. Like I said, Miranda's going to get into more of the details about what's actually going to happen in there, some of the qualifications, and some of the tools that they're actually going to be providing for you guys in order to get the qualifications to get into the group. So again, this team is all about helping. It's not just, hey, let's get there. We're going to help you and show you how to get there, how to strategically make it so that you can become a diamond coach and really start building your business and taking it to the next level. So this is a group, again, if you're looking to build a business, you're looking to work towards, okay, how do I, how do I get coaches? How do I, help them? How do I work towards this specific goal? This is the group that you want to be in. It's obviously going to be perfect timing for our team retreat that we have scheduled for the fall, getting to diamond rank. This is the perfect timing for that. So it kind of coincides with a lot of the different things that we're working on for the team. So I'm going to pass it over to Miranda now. Guys, if you have questions as we're going along, please ask them. Don't be shy. That's what these calls are for, like to just get you guys, in the right mindset, knowing exactly what's happening, time frames, all of that. Just ask the questions as we're going. You can ask them in the chat box or unmute your thing, or even if you have a comment or a feedback or a question, anything like that. So I'm going to turn it over to Miranda. She's going to give us a lot more details of what this group is going to be about. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, we would love for you guys to speak up and ask them.
Yeah. So first, I'm so stinking pumped to do this thing with you guys. So really the heart behind sort of where why we decided now, qualifications are coming up, middle of the year. It's time to kind of reset our goals, reevaluate where we're at, where we want to be. And I know personally, like for me, I needed like a good solid month to set me up for my long-term goals. So Diamond, Carrie said it, is like step one into if you really want to do something with Beachbody, Diamond's where you got to get. And so we wanted to just kind of like shoot some adrenaline into the veins of your business a little bit and give you all the tools necessary to get you to Diamond, mainly because the goal would be that you get to Diamond, understand what that means, and then multiply that with your team, right? So as you understand how to get to Diamond, what are those daily activities? How do we actually get there? Because it really is like the daily, boring, day in, day out stuff that actually creates the success in your business. But sometimes, like, especially if for me, it was fairly easy in the beginning, but how do I sustain that? How do I keep Diamond? How do I repeat Diamond? So outside of the warm market, what are those daily activities that we really need to do every single day to not only get Diamond, but to hold Diamond and then duplicate Diamond? And so that's really kind of why we really wanted to do this now. Plus, with all of the things that Beachbody is doing in the next few months as we get into fall, I'm so stinking pumped for the growth that we are set up for. And so if we're already a Diamond and we're ready to like launch forward with all of those new announcements, you guys, we're just going to be in prime time like space to like explode this team and explode Diamonds in the future. So what we really want to do is get you to Diamond and then teach you how to get to Diamond so that you can duplicate that with your team as well. So some things that we want to do this month or next month in the Diamond Push group. Obviously, you're going to have your dailies, right? Like that's what gets us to success. So take out anything else, all the training, whatever, the daily things, posting, doing the workouts, drinking the shakes, all of those things, but inviting and follow-ups. That's really where we're going to put a ton of extra focus, is because that's where the business is. If you're not inviting, nobody's coming on. If you're not following up, then nobody's actually saying yes, because almost all of my yeses come from follow-ups. And I'm sure that you guys are in the same boat with that. So we're really going to focus in on the things that actually grow your business, actually get you people on your team. And we're also going to focus on how to actually get your legs and how do you position everything, what that actually means to get to Diamond. What is your, what does your lineup look like and how do you actually get it? So in that, we're going to have just the daily check-ins. Of course, we're going to have prizes. So those are to be announced later, so stay tuned. But in order to get into this group, because that's probably what everybody's like, am I in it? Do I qualify? So you have to be at Emerald and you have to have at least 2 coaches besides that. So that's 4 coaches. You have to be at Emerald and then have 2 coaches under that as well to qualify for this group. And you guys, essentially that's it. I mean, you need to hit Success Club in June, but the qualifications that we finalized are to be at Emerald with 2 coaches on your team. So a lot of you guys probably are already qualified. You'll need to remain qualified as we get to the end of June. And then when we roll into July, that's where you need to be sitting. And then be ready to show up, participate, do all of the things, because that's what's going to get you to that rank in Diamond. Of course, we're going to have scorecards, so we'll be able to kind of track where you guys at, because winners keep score. You have no idea where you're at if you're not seeing, all of those move ups. And not only that, but I'm highly competitive. And so if somebody's like higher than me, like, game is on, right? Like it's time to get to work. So you guys will be able to see real time. You'll be able to track yourself as well. And then we're going to have additional training in there that you guys are going to want to be a part of. So we're pulling all that training together. Some of it's going to be from some of the top coaches in the business. Some of it's going to be from yours truly, the leaders on this team. So we'll have different things in there, but ultimately, you guys, it's going to be simple and daily. Like we're going to show up for each other every single day, and we're going to do the dang thing, and we're all going to hit Diamond. And that's ultimately the goal with this push group, is to keep it simple and sustainable so that we can actually get you to Diamond, which is step 1 into just launching into your business. Okay. What questions, what did I not cover? What do y'all have for me? Man, I'm good.
You nailed it. Guys, don't be shy. Seriously, like just ask questions. Go ahead, Missy. I saw you unmute yourself, and I love that you always have questions.
I was just thinking, and I'm sorry if I missed it, but did you talk about how long the group is for and stuff? Is it a month or?
It's the
how
whole
much
month.
is
Yeah.
it?
I don't think I said that. Good call. Yeah, it'll be for the whole month of July.
Okay. And what kind of what do you kind of see like the format being like and the time commitment? I mean, I don't think it would be too much above and beyond what we're already doing, but just curious, for the month of July and stuff like that. So
We do have a calendar, so it looks like Mondays are typically going to be the training days. Of course, all of that will be recorded so that you can go back if you're unable to make those times. We are going to offer 2 sip-in shares where coaches get on and share their stories so that we have another one to invite to, because I know that was really good for me building the team. But basically, it's going to be really centered around daily check-ins. We are going to have power hours, so we're trying to set that up. I'd like to offer 2 a week. All different times throughout the month is what I'm trying to get going so that you can at least tune into one. At the very least, hopefully all of them, but at the very least, something would fit your schedule. And then as much as we can record will be recorded so that you can go back to those resources as well. But I mean, yeah, a little bit more time commitment, but nothing that isn't able to flex within your schedule. And we'll make everything available.
Miranda, I know that you also mentioned that you were going to do a training prior to the Diamond Push Group. Can you get into a little bit more detail about what that's going to entail as well?
Yeah, so on the 22nd, I came across a training from Holly Hillier, I believe. Yeah, and it was all about 10Xing your business, and it just like fired me up. So I'm going to share a part of that training with you guys, and then just kind of a few actionable items so that if you are not at rank or if you're struggling to keep the Emerald or wherever you're at, it will hopefully give you all the tools that you need for that last week to actually qualify for. So that'll be on the 22nd, and I'll host that training for anyone who is already qualified or really pushing to get that qualification for the last week. All about 10Xing your business will be the main topic there.
That's awesome. I think that everybody can benefit from that, especially now. And I just want to throw in too, and again, guys, ask questions as we're chatting here, but I just want to throw in too that if you're sitting there and thinking like, oh, I'm not qualified yet, or anything like that, that's totally okay. Like you could be a brand new coach on this call or listening to the recording, and you could still 100% be a member of this push group and have just as good of a chance of hitting Diamond as anybody else. So, and I love the fact that, Miranda and Brianna named the group Deciding on Diamond, because I 1,000,000,000% agree with that's exactly what it is. Diamond is 100% a decision. Like, again, there's trainings that we can get into and we will get into after the Diamond Push Group, because there's obviously a lot you can go, there's a lot of reps in Beachbody, and there's a lot of more building that you can do. Diamond is 100% a decision. It's your decision to say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the things that I know I should be doing, right? We're all guilty of it, myself included. Like, we all know a lot of the time why we're not hitting Success Club, or why we dropped Emerald rank, or why we did all these things. You know what I mean? So this is definitely for anybody. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't like, oh, I'm so far off, I only have one coach, or, something like that. Or maybe, maybe you guys are sitting on here and you want some of your coaches to be in the Diamond Push Group, but they just started. Do not count them out. Okay, like they can absolutely do this. That's just 4 people that they would have to sign up this month if they haven't signed anybody up yet and they want to be in this push group and they want to get to Diamond. Like 100%, that's 4 people. It's deciding. It's deciding whether or not you want to get out of your comfort zone and ask the 4 people that you know would benefit from it. So qualification. Miranda, do you see that question in the box?
So you just have to be at Emerald with the 2 coaches. So yeah, 4 coaches essentially. We're not requiring Success Club, but obviously we would want you to be at Success Club. But the only requirement was that you be at Emerald with 4 total coaches. So
Makes sense to me. What else? Who else has questions, thoughts, comments, concerns? I'm trying to make sure that we're covering everything here.
Sorry, I just wanted to clarify that because the first time I thought I heard you say that you had to have Success Club for the month of June. So it's just that you have to have 4 coaches. Okay, thank you.
Missy, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be hitting
I'm
success.
still going for it. Don't worry. I just, just wanted to make sure.
Don't be sitting back and relaxing.
June 8th.
Yeah, I'm like reluctant to answer that question because we all need to hit Success Club.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a good question, Sue. So Miranda, like, when do you guys plan on opening the group?
Let me pull up that calendar before I lie to you guys.
Yeah, and then I know that you had talked about doing like a kickoff call too. So
Yeah, so our live welcome call will be on the 1st. So it will be the 1st of July. So I know that's right before the holidays, but we'll have that kickoff call and then be all in for the whole month essentially. And you guys, this is Summit Month. I mean, there's 101 reasons why this is going to feel like a push, but that's why it's a push. So
I personally think it's a good time, especially if people are getting together for the holidays and you finally see people and talk to people. It's a really good, I mean, I don't do that, but like normal people do.
no, it's true, because people haven't seen each other in a while, and it's just a really good way of talking about maybe what got you through the tough time, this past year and things like that. So use all these things, use all the things, you know what I mean? And that's what we're going to be going over in the push group too, different ways and different, techniques and strategies and things like that you can use to, kind of break out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, I was just gonna, if you want to hear somebody talk, I could talk for a little bit. But when I was in a Diamond Push group, first of all, I didn't even know what qualified to be Diamond. I think like Carrie threw me in a group. I'm like, sure, I'll do it. But honestly, like one weekend, I'm like, okay, all this is doing the things I know I should be doing consistently and actually inviting. And I feel like sometimes like we think we're inviting, but we're not really inviting. Like that month I was hardcore. Like, hey, I want you on my team, either as a customer or a coach. I'm building this and I have a goal by the 31st or whatever date, 30th or 31st. I was completely upfront with people and said, I'm going for this. And I was shocked as to how many people said, oh, I'll do that for you. I was like, we had been communicating for months. What took so long? They wanted to be a part of my journey. I was just afraid to ask them to be a part of my journey. And those same people are still on my team. They're discount coaches, and some of them of those discount coaches turned into my active coaches. So I know, like for me, like it seemed so far out, but the second I hit it, I was like, that's it. Why didn't I do this so much longer ago? It just seems scary. But once you start doing it and making people a part of your journey and making them feel like, they're part of your success, and that's exactly what it is. So it usually is reaching out to your closer circle and even just random people. Be like, dude, I would really appreciate it if you would help me out. Let me help you and you help me. People love to be a part of that. And then when you do hit Diamond, then you reach out to each and every single one of those people. I'm like, dude, you just did this for me. And then you're best buds forever because you have that interlocking connection. So I feel like it's a really good vibe all around. It does push you out of your comfort zone, but not in a weird, totally scary way. It's just like a mother bird just nudging you out of the nest a little. And then all of a sudden you're flying and you're like, dude, this is great. But you just needed that push. So I feel like, if you're hesitant or scared or feel like I was afraid of disappointing Carrie. I'm like, dude, she's going to put me in this Diamond Push group. I'm not going to do crap. But what's the worst thing that could happen? Even if you miss the spot of Diamond, which we don't want that to happen to you, but let's just say you do. So what? You moved your business forward. You'll hit Diamond next month. So it's not like it's an all or nothing kind of thing. We obviously want you to hit Diamond all at the same month because we like that all together, but there's not a bad thing with this. So take that pressure off of yourself. Don't feel like you're disappointing anybody or it's too much pressure or you're going to get yourself in and not know how to back out. It's not like that. If it gets too scary, then it's fine. You can come back in the nest. But I'm telling you, once you get that nudge, you're going to be flying. You're going to be like, you're going to think exactly like I did of like, why was I waiting? And then it just smooth sailing from there out. You just need that push. So I think the closer we get to it and the more we see that everybody is kind of doing the same things, it'll feel more comfortable for you too. So I think that's what's awesome about the daily check-ins is that we could all see that we're all getting uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden by like week 1, we're like, dude, this is a breeze. I just sent out like 50 invites. And I know that sounds scary. But when you're going for a certain goal, 10Xing means if you're sending 5 during a certain push period, you got to 10X it 50. Who cares? But you're going to be so comfortable with it and you're going to be so laser focused that it's going to be fun and it's not going to be scary. And we get to do it together. So it's cool. So that's my spiel.
It's true. Like it really is true. And like another thing that I wanted to like just share with you guys real quick, and we're probably going to get into more of this in the actual group, but this isn't just, and I know Sue had asked, which I appreciate. I love questions, but you know, I know Sue had asked, you know, like, is this also for people that are trying to get back to Diamond? And I say, absolutely. Here's what I always tell people, guys, even when you get to Diamond, that's not your job. Like your job is, okay, now get to Diamond again. Okay. So because what does that mean? That just means adding 8 more coaches. Right? So you're always going for Diamond. Like it's almost like you're always going for Emerald, whatever the case may be. But after you hit Emerald and you really decide to build your business, now you're going for Diamond again and again and again and again. That's basically what you're doing by building your business. So even myself, I'm going for Diamond, like 100%. I am right in there with you guys. Jen, same thing. Like, you know, Miranda, like everybody, like Brianna, everybody is going. Everyone is in this together. It's not like, ooh, you know, they're leading it, but they're not doing the things, or they don't have their own goals. Like every single person in this group, regardless of if you started, like I said, yesterday, or if you started 5 years ago, everybody's going to be doing the exact same thing. And everybody, like Jen said, we're all doing it together. And you know what? I'm going to be just as excited as the brand new coach that started yesterday when I signed a new coach. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, that's like the excitement of the business, like regardless of where you're at. Like, it's awesome. It's fun. And when you're doing it with other people, you're ringing the bell, like, oh, I got another coach. I need 2 more to get to Diamond. Like, that is contagious and that's exciting and that's fun and that builds the momentum. So it's definitely something that if you want to do it, it is. And I love that Michelle said she got to Diamond in a push group. I know Jen did. I know Yvonne did. And then as I'm looking at the people, like Casey, like
I did too last year.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I almost want to say like over 80% of the people that do go Diamond from a push group.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because there is just something about that energy and that excitement and almost like, well, they're doing it. They invited 20 people. I can invite 20 people. Like they signed a coach yesterday. I'm going to sign a coach. Like if they're in a good, like healthy competition kind of a way. You know what I mean? Like it's just when you're on your own.
It's a motivator for sure.
Yeah. Because when you're on your own, it's a little bit harder. Like, well, nobody cares. Like nobody's really watching. You know what I mean? Like it's like, well, I can easily not get any new coaches this week and nobody cares. You know what I mean? But there's something really, really special about a push group where other people are really all in with you. Like I can say that, like, and again, all these people that Carrie, I know she hit Diamond in the push group as well. So I'm like, everyone that I'm looking at in this call, I'm like, damn, we got to do push groups a little bit more often. I'm like, I didn't realize that until I see all these comments here. I'm like, yeah. So,
also remember, if you sign 5 coaches in a month, you get the extra $100 bonus. So I mean, there's a financial bonus there for you too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes. Good point.
A question. So last time, I know when we did the push group that I was in, it was last summer and it was with MBF. So it was like there was something to invite people to, you know, it gave us as coaches. So I'm just curious because I know there's different coaches from different teams who might be doing different things. Are we going to try and coordinate something in that regard as far as, or shall we each just like if we already have a plan, do we just stick to our plan as far as what we're inviting people to?
We don't have a specific, we have the release of 645, so we just assume people for the most part would be promoting that new program, but no, we're not going to align to one specific.
Is the Let's Get Up going to be released into regular BOD in July?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe that could be a push too.
Yeah. Good question.
Because 645 isn't for everyone, that's for darn sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
But you
Yeah.
can start talking about body, like about all of the new things that are coming for that. Because that's huge.
Yeah, and the bike.
Yeah. And you can use any bike. Is that what I saw? Like you don't need to have the whatever it is. You can use any bike.
I don't know. We'll do a call on 645, Casey, don't worry. We'll definitely be doing a call on that. Because do we have anybody on here? Where's, I know Mez is in it. I know Carmela and Emily are in there. I don't see them on the call though. We have coaches that are in it. So we're definitely we'll do a call separately on that. But honestly, guys, this is just my personal take and whatever, take it for what it's worth. Yes. Is it better when there's I don't want to say a brand new program, but like a really popular program? I mean, last year was also, everybody was home. You know what I mean? So it was like MBF was launching. It was great because it was 21 days. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to do it. You know what I mean? Yes, it definitely does help. But in all reality, like you're really inviting to, especially in the summer months, like, we've been talking about this a lot. Like you're inviting people to just enjoy the community, to have fun, like to do, to really rein in their nutrition, to use the shake in the summer to kind of fill in the gaps of your barbecues and all that kind of stuff. So to really use it also, like this push group, and again, we're going to be going over, specifics and strategies and stuff, but it's really using like the summer and everything and all of this to just get people talking about the community. Like, it's great that we have this retreat coming up. We have the summit coming up. Like, we have a lot of things that's going to build like the energy and the excitement and stuff like that. And honestly, guys, it all comes down to, like I said it before, is getting out of your comfort zone. And like Jen said, talking to people and just being honest with them. I have a goal. I would love for you to be in on this with me. Like, just, and Casey knows, we talked about this. I remember you going through the same thing, like basically telling people, and even Casey was like, wow, people really want to help. And it's so true. Like, we just don't feel comfortable a lot of the times asking people. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it all comes down to, honestly. And we're going to go over a lot of this. I know Miranda and Brianna are going to do this a lot in the push group. Is it's really just about deciding whether or not you're willing to do the things that it takes to get to Diamond. Bottom straight up. Like, are you willing to get a little bit uncomfortable and be like, well, is this a better timing for you? It actually really helped me too. Like, I'm so excited. I really want to help you, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you're active, all that kind of stuff. It's really just making the decision that you're ready to get uncomfortable and invite people to finally do this thing with you. Yes, we're going to have like the sip and shares and things like that, where that you'll have resources that are going to help you, to do these things. But it's really about you deciding almost like right now, like I'm in, because I guarantee you, if you do, you'll become a Diamond coach next month. 100%. If you decide that that's what you're going to do, and you're going to listen to the strategies and the tactics and the tips that they give you in this group, you're going to be a Diamond coach, 100%. And then you're going to build towards your next goal, which I know Miranda's adamant about talking about, which I agree.
And you have Summit. Summit is huge. Everybody builds after Summit. Yep. That momentum. Yeah. And also, Casey, you were saying last year at MBF, we can re-release our own programs and make it a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was just wondering if there was a coordinated plan of any sort. Like, I mean, there's so much to work from, and I like Carrie's point too to all the things related to coaching, because that's what we were really looking for anyway in terms of getting to Diamond, is people who actually might be interested in the business. So maybe that's really what our focus is for July, more so than even, I mean, the workouts have to be there too, but more so than necessarily a program, like a launch of a program.
Yep.
Yeah. My heart, I'm sorry, Jen. My heart is really to develop a team. And so a lot of the trainings are going to be really around talking about coaching and getting comfortable talking about coaching. One of the trainings is about signing everybody as a discount coach and making sure that we understand why that's important. And so a lot of that, Casey, to your point, is just really going to be helping you grow a foundational, because that's really like my passion behind this whole thing, is to get you to Diamond, step one, and then step two is, in that time that we're pushing you to Diamond, actually teach us all how to grow a team and develop a team and maintain Diamond, and then repeat that strategy. So yes. Jen, sorry.
It's the end of the school year, so all those teachers are on break, so we can get everybody go into all your teacher friends and say, hey, want to make a side income on the summer?
There you go.
Especially after the year we had, who wants to go back to teaching anyway? But
right. I can't even imagine being a teacher right now. But I have to shout out my son. He sent the nicest letter to his one teacher, and the teacher wrote back, and it was amazing. And it was like the best ending to his senior year that I could ever imagine.
Aw,
That's awesome.
Really cool.
that's awesome.
Of course, it's the only class he doesn't have an A in right now. So hopefully that got him that extra 2 points. No.
Exactly. I love how Michelle comments for reals. All the teachers are like, yep, like, we're done.
You couldn't pay me enough money to be a teacher.
Oh my
And I work in healthcare, like on the IT side, but still, like we had to go through all the hell in the beginning. But
Yeah,
got a chance I could do it.
so done this year. Jen, what were you gonna say before we get cut off here?
Oh, and I was going to say too, but I think before what stopped me from going or even thinking I could go Diamond is because I knew I didn't have any active coaches. I didn't have anybody because I was on the newer end. I didn't have anybody who would, because I wasn't really talking about it that much. So I didn't have anybody showing interest to actively coach. So you'll find once you hit Diamond, all of a sudden active coaches come out of nowhere because then they see you and hear you talking about it on your stories and posts and things like that. So my entire first Diamond, my Diamond has looked different like 30 different times of all different active coaches, some coming inactive, some canceling completely. It's looked different all the way through. My initial one was all discount coaches that were hardcore challenge group though people. And I knew they were going to be my next coaches. It's just that I wasn't really in it really. So why would they step up? And the second I hit Diamond, and Carrie was like, where were all these people at? I'm like, I don't know. They were sitting in my downline. And then they all started actively coaching. So if you're looking at your people now and be like, I don't have active coaches. Most don't until you start that ball rolling. And then all of a sudden they're going to come out of the woodwork because once again, they're going to want to do it with you because they don't want to feel like they're doing it alone. So once they see you running, they're going to want to run with you. So don't be afraid on that aspect.
Yeah, that's a great point. The Diamond, I always say that, I always tell my coaches even now, the coaches that get you to Diamond aren't going to be the coaches that keep you at Diamond. And the coaches that get you to Star Diamond aren't going to be the coaches that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like to Miranda's point, it's about continuing. It's not getting there and then, okay, cool, I'm a Diamond coach. It's about getting there, maintaining it, and building it. You know what I mean? And continuing to get more and more people. But like Jen said, it's not only for the people that are like, oh, well, I don't have any coaches, so I don't even know why I'm on this call, or I'm not even, you know what I mean? Like, no, like that's not Diamond. You know what I mean? Like Diamond is 8 coaches. Okay. Like this is, cause I know it can be overwhelming. If you're on this call and you're like, oh my God, Diamond, like I might, or if you're listening to the recording, you're not even Emerald yet. You know what I mean? And you're thinking like, blah, blah, like don't overthink it. And that's going to be one of our probably first things that we talk about in the Diamond Push group is do not overthink it and analyze it to the point where you get nervous or it's hard. Like it's not. Like it's just a decision. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how many coaches you have. It's 8 coaches. It's 8 challengers, right? Because when Miranda said that we're going to train you guys how to sign people up as coaches, it's 8 people, literally. And then helping 2 of those people get to Emerald and signing up 2 of their friends or family. You know what I mean? So it's not about, ooh, I need all 8 active coaches in my business in order to get to Diamond. It's not. And we're going to go over all that. So again, just to close this out, because I want to do the, that's my problem. I overthink. We all do, Colleen. You're not alone. Like, that's why I say it. We all do. Like, when I first started, I'm not going Diamond. Like, looking back, like Jen said, I wish I would have gone Diamond so much sooner, but I just thought it was so much harder because I just had that in my head that I can't get to Diamond. Like, I don't have a team. Like, nobody's building this business with me, but that's okay. We are going to do this together. And now I'm going to take a picture. If you guys want to, anybody that doesn't have their things on, punks. Hi, Michelle. Hey, girls. Oh, there. Oh, wow. Everybody just hopped their things right on, huh? Okay. All right, ready? I'm going to say 1, 2, 3 because I literally don't know how much time I have left. So, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, let me see if I have time to do a boomerang too. And you guys have, if you have questions after this, just ask. I mean, just ask in the group. Ask on the. I'll post this picture, and then you guys can ask questions. Don't be shy because this is awesome. This is going to be really big for everybody. All right, ready? We're going to do a boomerang. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nailed it. Perfect. All right, perfect timing, guys. So who's excited? Who's going to get